Good morning, esteemed viewers. Welcome to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Choko on this wonderful edition of the program. We're right here in Ogba as we get people talking on pertinent and topical issues as it concerns them in the society. It's a Thursday, an environmental day in the city of Lagos. I would say big welcome wherever you're watching in Nigeria, also in the diaspora. Welcome to this exciting edition of Bystanders at the newsstand. Let's go straight to newspaper headlines. And before I go on, I will say our reviewers are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. Have been the Nigerian Tribune. MSAS panel in Oyo State recommends compensation for over 121 petitions. Recommends compensation. That's a good story. 3 trillion naira for subsidy. How NGF, Labour broker truce with federal government. Fourth administration of subsidy regime. We need to carefully verify all NMPC's estimates. By me, we need to carefully verify all NMPC's estimates. NLC, TUC decried trust deficit in previous negotiations. Saraki Okorocha joins 2023 presidential race. Saraki Okorocha joins 2023 presidential race. APC primary. I won't accept results written in hotel rooms. Badaro is saying, I won't accept results written in hotel rooms. That is from Badaro. That is from the just concluded Ekiti APC primary. 183,000 party members set to elect candidate through direct primary. 183,000 party members set to elect candidate through direct primary. NMPC presents 3 trillion naira subsidy bill to Federal Executive Council. NMPC presents 3 trillion naira subsidy bill to Federal Executive Council. Council wants 103 billion naira removed. Council wants 103 billion naira removed by National Assembly, restored in budget. Sonlu commissions 3.89 kilometer or Jota of Baby Link Road. Sonlu commissions 3.89 kilometer or Jota of Baby Link Road. Let's go straight. Army arrest 150 suspected political talks going to Ekiti from Ibadan. Army arrest 150 suspected political talks going to Ekiti from Ibadan. Moves suspect to Ondo military barracks. They will be cooling down in such a condition. Vanguard reps probe unclaimed trillions of naira in commercial banks. Reps probe unclaimed trillions of naira in commercial banks. 105 Ekiti-bound thugs arrested by soldiers. Rivers floors federal government over police trust fund deductions. Rivers floors federal government over police trust fund deductions as court declares deductions from federation account unconstitutional. It's victory for democracy. That is Wike. On governorship, BC Kolawole wins Ekiti PDP primary. BC Kolawole wins Ekiti PDP primary. Abandoned aircraft, Amechi's allies fault Wike's claims. Let's battle subsidy on truths together. Governors woo Labour. Let's battle subsidy on truths together. Governors woo Labour. I have with me Mr. Kule. Good morning, Mr. Kule. Happy Thursday. This is Thursday.
Yeah,
Environmental.
happy Thursday.
Yeah. Let's
Hap-
battle subsidy on truths together. Governors will labor. Look at the issues. Some of the issues here: fault administration of subsidy regime, the need to carefully verify all NMPC's estimates, and there's a trust deficit in the negotiation for subsidy removal. So what do you think?
Sure. There's a trust subsidy. There's a deficit. There's a trust, lacuna in the subsidy removal. And what we're saying now, the subsidy itself is a fraud, and it has been happening right from successive government, right from Obasanjo, President Obasanjo government.
Or right from when it started.
When he started, yeah, as a president,
Hmm.
it has been happening, and the government that comes around, they follow suit. And when President Obasanjo was leaving power, right, he arranged the refinery
Okay.
to be handed over to the private investors,
Okay.
which was the Dangotes and the other
He arranged the refineries. To be handed over.
refineries. Yeah, because it are like PPP, public-private partnership. Say, okay, you guys take over the refinery, handle it, rehabilitate the refinery, renovate the refinery, and make it work for so years. And when you make it work, you hand it over back to the,
Okay.
the government. And when he did that, he sold. He arranged that refinery issue with Dangote. We wouldn't have even have any, we wouldn't have even have any need for Dangote to be building another refinery in Lekki now, because those 4 refineries we have will have been enough for us to function well and kill this fuel hike we always have in this country. But the successive government that followed Obasanjo, they killed the dream. When Mr. Obasanjo realized his mistake, that the subsidy has to go, and who are the people that are bringing it, that are subsidizing all these things? They are behind the subsidies.
Benefiting.
Yeah, benefiting. They are still
Nigerians
saying,
are also benefiting.
they're not Nigerian, my brother. We are not benefiting anything. This subsidy, the people that they are giving this subsidy money to, they are the one benefiting from it. And who are they? They are the government cronies, man. They are the government's, financial backers, allies that back them financially when there's election. So they give it to them. And even one of them was given the turnaround maintenance of the refinery. We know him. He's still alive today. He's a billionaire
You
today.
want to reveal?
I don't want to reveal. One of them was given that maintenance job to do. And he did the job. Within a year, the refinery collapsed again. So you could see that the wastefulness of these leaders we have is what they are bouncing back on us. The result of the wastefulness they have, wasteful people they have, wasteful leaders they have, is what is bouncing back on we people. We are the ones suffering the bonds now. We are the ones, bearing the bonds.
Front, yeah.
Yes, and the issue now is, how do we liberate ourselves? Every one of them.
No, the governors are telling the labor union that they should work together to uncover whatever that is hiding in the coffers of the NNPC. Do you think that's a good development?
It's a good development, but until they detach NNPC from, if you don't know, any president of this country, commander-in-chief of this country is always in charge of the petroleum. As it is, they will just, take charge of that petroleum industry. Why do they always do that? There must be something behind it, and that is the genesis of this problem we've been having now. When the president comes, he will just give the minister for state for petroleum to a minister.
Yeah.
Then he will take charge of the real the senior ministers,
Like what Buhari did.
like what Buhari did. Mr. Obasanjo did it too. Mr. Obasanjo did it, and successive government will still do it. That's just it, because that's the cash cow. And the people that are breeding this cash cow, are they really treating them well? NNPC has never declared profit, right? They've never declared profit until just I don't know whether it's just a package profit. They said they made almost 200 and something billion naira, which is not even reflected.
Because that's why they want to look at the.
Yeah. We don't even know the barrel of crude oil that go out of this country, that we ship out of this country in a day. They are cartel, they are hitting fat on this oil. That is why you see overnight billionaires. Nigeria is only a country whereby somebody wake up as a poor man, and tomorrow is a billionaire because he has done a crooked job, dirty job to bring him that money. So the more you see in the petroleum, the more you look is the less you see.
Okay, let's look at 105 APT bound thugs arrested by soldiers.
Are you surprised, Christian? Are you surprised? Is the season? Is the
And
season?
these are youths.
These are youth. They are the same youths. That's why I was telling. You could see. I was referring to one guy that called himself a journalist. There.
What were they trying to go and do?
They want to go and hijack ballot boxes.
Yeah.
Or
Are they not tired of being used by
torment.
this,
That is the youth we have in this, and I'm so ashamed that I belong to this generation of youth in this country now. I'm so ashamed. I mean, at times I feel I get ashamed of myself that what make me to still stand among these people up to today. But God have a purpose for me. I know, and Almighty God will always keep guiding me because these are not the same people you're supposed to be mingling with. One day was talking, this subsidy. Somebody wants to remove subsidy. Somebody wants to remove. Somebody that wanted to remove the subsidy, when they fed fat on the subsidy, they now saw that they scum. That was the regime of the person that people are bringing empty vessel to go and collect subsidy. They'll roll down sail down the vessels and turn it back and collect subsidies. You can see man. I don't know. This is just a messed up environment.
Because I was surprised. 150 suspected political thugs going to AKT from Ibadan.
Are you sure they've not released them for now? Are you sure? It's just a phone call. Do you think these people? Do you think these people are going there on their own? They're going there alone on their own? They have a backup. And this is what they want to make future of the youth to be. Just to be. I mean, area boys, political thugs, political killer, political assassin, all sort of things. That is what the destiny for the youth. But God passed them.
With the condition of the country, do they have a choice?
They should. Christian, with the condition. I know you will not do that. With your integrity, you will not do that. With the integrity you have, you will not do that. You see, there's no ordinary youth. The problem is these people need to be enlightened. They need to, number one, you see, when you talk about youth, they induce them. When they induce them, to the extent, some buy them hard drug. Some buy them, anything stimulant that will stimulate their, say, what do they want? Go out there and do anything you like. The ball is in our court. We are here to cover you up. They have godfathers, and those godfathers, those youths that they are using, I have not seen one of them that has ever think of it that where are the children of these people? Are they among them? A leader leads by example. A leader that wants a talk
they are grooming their children for local government
chairman, and they are grooming, and they are grooming you as a slavery talk. I mean slavery because that's it. They'll give you gun, they'll give you machete, they'll give you. It's a deliberate thing. But in my adage, they say if they ask you to go and put hand inside fire, will you put it? When you know the fire will burn your hand. That is when the youth, no brain. There's no brain box in majority of the youth's brain. I don't know whether it's the economy that's turned everybody around to not to be reasoning, not to be thinking. Because the way they'll talk to you at times, the way the way they reason at times. What just happened there now? We were talking. We've all Nigeria is all about bad leadership, bad governance. One person wanted to remove subsidy. He wanted to remove subsidy. I say that subsidy go. There's no government that's come into power that's not fed of that subsidy, that have not enjoyed political, privy patronage on that subsidies. Any one of them should come out. I'm there to defend myself. There's no government that rule, that president that come into this power, to power in this country that don't enjoy that subsidies. And what you are enjoying every day, it will be difficult. It will be difficult. When you are eating subsidy money, people are bringing in fake vessels. They are not refining any oil. Now they bring fake vessels, you give them money. Now all those money you give them, you are paying to your cronies. Instead of collecting that money back, you don't want it bounced on our head that you want to remove the subsidy so that you can jack the prices of petroleum high, in which we will be paying 350, 400 on it. Why those cronies, your cronies, are making money? Seriously. Ah, man.
That means we are at the receiving end.
We are the slaves. So the slave is always at the receiving end. Master, we just dictate what we want for the slave. So it's now left for us that this country, to tell them this country belongs to all of us.
Buhari, Mr. Integrity, do you see him as somebody that is corrupt?
To me, as it is now, if you mingle with corrupt people, you are a corrupt person. Likewise, you have corrupt people around you, you cannot bring them, you tolerate them. That means you yourself, you are corrupt people. And we've tolerated all this shit to grow to this level. Because you could see what is happening in UK now. Johnson, Boris Johnson, the party head in Downing Street, number 10 Downing Street, is putting him in. It's not that he embezzled though. You can see the hula baloo that is, that is going on in the house.
That's a sane society.
That's a sane society. It's on the verge of impeachment as it is.
Already had his son wedding.
Yes, they spend money. They abuse Naira. It could not. The Senate could not call him to order. He had everything. He abused every power. The Senate could not call him to order. But a president of a sane country just had a party, his birthday party, under lockdown, and they are telling him now, say, Mr. Man, you can't break the law you make. Right? The law you make, you can't be a lawbreaker to the law. So you must face the consequence.
Okay. Lastly, good news. Your judicial panel recommends compensations on 121 petitions. But the petition over the NSAS, the panel they are coming out to recommend compensation.
Can compensation bring back the life? Can compensation bring back the life?
So what should be done?
You see, all these people that were killed, extrajudiciary killing during NSAS and during the protests, they're supposed to be hero as it is now of democracy. They're supposed to be honored. And honor is not all about compensation. Let people, even if it is our national, what's it called? National assets. One of us, we name those national assets after them.
After them.
Yes, because they are the hero of this nation. And every time we celebrate, every year we celebrate them. Every year we celebrate NSAS, and we must be emphasizing on that, so that the spirits of those people will still live on, right? Because we've done the worst, and it's a norm now for this country. Anytime they get anybody killed, it's all about compensation, giving them money, and that will bring,
the killings
continues. After all, we're still going to they are from poor home. We can just compensate their family. So that means we value money more than life in this country. That's one thing I see. One thing I see there.
Okay, finally, what are you going to say? Are we really preparing for 2023? Are the youth really preparing for 2023?
Yeah, me, I'm preparing as I am. I don't know about the youth. Me, I'm preparing. I'm watching all the candidates, potential candidates, or to be candidates that said they want to come out and contest for presidency. And I'm compiling the atrocities. Instead of me tackling them now, what can I bring on the table that will, who can I bring on, or what party can I join, or what coalition can I join to block these people, to block their way from being who they wanted to be? Because as it is now, we cannot start another years of suffering, another 4 years of suffering, suffering and smiling. We cannot start that. Even it was before Nigeria was suffering and smiling, suffering and frowning now. You don't see frowning life, smile on people's face. No, look at who is smiling there. Look at our faces. Who is smiling? Nobody is smiling again. But before we talk suffering and smiling, as Fela said. But now nothing like suffering and
Mr.
frowning.
Kayode is name one person you vote for.
I've said it all over and over. I said it all over and over. There was a coalition. These guys, the Fela Durotoye, Kingsley Mogalu, and Showore were supposed to make. They had a coalition there. But the problem then was who is going to step down for each other. Durotoye, Mogalu, who is going to step down? And that's the problem. Everybody wants to be president, but everybody cannot be president. There's only one president we will have among the contestants. And the other people will back, them up. Ideology, with ideology, with economic reform, all sort of things. So together they will stand, divided they will fall. So to me, I still look at those technocrats. And if God can do it, if he can bring in somebody like Adeshina, Dr. Akinwumi Adeshina is a good candidate too, because this is a guy that was flying from Abuja. I think he was coming from one state, going to Abuja, and he got to one particular state. There was blackout.
Mr. Taiwo is saying that those guys have no structure.
We create structure for them. They will create but is
it for 2023?
It's not too late, my brother. Politics is all about population. Politics is all about figure. Politics is all. Nigerians have tested they've tested all the people that have come to power, and they know who they've never seen any better governance. So it's now left for them. Within a year, my brother, we can build a strong structure. What does it take to tag people? To tag people on that we are in a fintech, we are in a high tech level now. We can connect, we can look for on social media. The time we waste on social media there, if there's a structure, we can create a structure on social media, and how did all this answers start? When you can create that, when you can mobilize such population for answers. So are you not telling me we will not be able to build a structure with the crowd, such crowd that went to answer, such crowd that was protesting all around the state, because it was a simultaneous stop. Simon protest, man. And every state was carrying out at the same time. So if we can replicate that on the election, and bringing out a good leader from among us, then that way, I'm not even going to support any young leader that does not have a vision, that is not tested. We want a leadership that's been a technocrat, or he has managed, an institution, a great institution before. Mogalu was the deputy governor, Central Bank, financial stability. Durotoye has been a good coach. He has been a boardroom coach, right? The people like UBA guy, Elumelu, they respect him so much. They invite him to come and for seminar, to his bank so we have brains that can get the job done. And these are people that they tasted well. They don't worship wealth, right? These are there are some people that are so comfortable that what they just need a house, they need just few amounts of cash in their account, and they know the work of their hands. If they retire from where they work, consultancy they look. Look at Obama. When Obama left the presidency of America, that was when he could be able to complete his mortgage, his house mortgage. Because of what? They were inviting him to international, podium to come and speak. Conferences to come and speak. And he's making money. And he made money then too. But our leader here.
It takes time to build structure. These guys don't really have structure. And the political environment in Nigeria, to stand against these big wigs.
If I'm telling you,
need a better
somebody is doing it already. Lagos for Lagos, Jandor. I don't know.
And Jandor smart.
But he has started. See, when you say can.
We are looking at the possibility from now to 2023.
When we get to the battlefield, then as of then, we will know whether you can outsmart, whether you can. Time will tell. So, but when you say you can't, Yes, I can. Yes, you can. When you say you
I'm not
can't, you
saying,
will never
I say can, Jandor,
can't.
and
Yes, he
Sumat.
can. He can. He can do that. He's a young guy and he's having followership.
You watch, you watch
The campaign in
the campaign.
TBS.
Yeah, you watch it.
TBS. I watch it.
You watch it live.
I watch it live.
After they finished, what
Uh,
happened?
I didn't.
It didn't take up to 5 minutes. Everybody ran away from
They have to run.
the stadium.
That they've started already. Still give them that kudos that
You
they
understand what I'm saying?
they have the
It didn't
guts
take
to
up
even
5
start.
minutes. Everybody
But
disappeared.
they did it.
Sheyi
On.
Makinde, who was supposed to, he refused to be shown.
Uh,
He didn't want his face to be shown. Like Sheyi Makinde, the governor.
uh.
All the governors, they are back closing.
But Wike
They
was
all
there.
pack their load and they zoom off.
Wike was there.
That is someone that wants to smart Lagos.
No, Wike was there. Wike was there.
No, you know,
Saraki was there, right? Cross River, Akwa Ibom,
Abia State governor.
Abia State. All of them were there.
Yeah.
So that one is even
When Sheyi
enough.
Makinde is
Forget about Sheyi Makinde. All those governors that were there, just give it to them. I was only Sheyi Makinde out of all those governors you are mentioning. So what?
We are talking about
what is
Southwest.
Southwest? It's not really see to him, as it is. When you have other states governor there, just to show solidarity to that guy, give it to him. It doesn't need Southwest. How many Southwest governors do you have as PDP? Only Sheyi Makinde now. It's only Sheyi Makinde. So leave the guy alone. He has tried. He tried it at least for the move he made. Give it to him.
He tried.
You know, he tried.
We pray that he goes further than that.
A step. You have to take a step. You know, a journey of 1,000 miles. You know, start with a step. So the guy has started with a step.
I hope he arrives at destination.
We by your own support and by my own support, we need to test youth that this guy Jandor that you're saying, I don't know him, but his courage, I like his courage, right? Enough is enough, right? And what is there, right, is he has managed some institute. He has a radio station. He's a journalist. He's a journalist. He has a radio station and he has a foundation, you know, program that he does.
Foundation.
Yeah, Jandor Foundation.
He has an office.
Adeni Jones there. I know. You know, so when I don't study, if I don't know people in and out, I don't come here and talk about them. So such an example like that guy, people should emulate and
support him
and liberate themselves from what?
Slavery.
From slavery.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kule.
It's a pressure.
Money. Good morning. Mr. Kule has spoken his part, and let's get Mr. Chigozie.
Good morning. my brother Kunle is very funny. He said he doesn't even know who Dandong is.
You know his house.
Hmm?
He knows his company.
He knows his company.
He knows his company.
But he said he doesn't know him one on one. But you don't need to know him per person. But I think what you have to study first, what is his drive, or what, of course, is his ideology. What is he trying to sell out to the people? Lagos for Lagos. Could that in any way solve the myriad of problems, especially bedeviling us within Lagos State? You see? So before you conclude about issues or submitting yourself to someone's opinion, you must understand whether you are going the same place with the person. You see? In this current situation we found ourselves, what Lagos for Lagos, of course, by his position, is trying to say that any person that is not a Lagosian or an indigenous of Lagos has no right to occupy the governor
or benefit from the governance
not benefit, but occupy those political offices,
okay.
Especially those lofty, the governors and the Senate, State Assembly. So it was meant for the people, especially the indigenous people of Lagos. And who are the indigenous people of Lagos? You understood that most of the Yoruba who claim to be Lagosians, like Kunle, he's not a Lagosian, but he said that he has internalized or originated he has forgotten about Osun State. You see, that he was born and brought up in Lagos. So Kunle could come up tomorrow to challenge Dong Dong. But be that as it may, of course, that is their fundamental right to synthesize the indigenes of Lagos State on how to rise up to take their rightful place. It is not out of place. But beyond that, why should I follow you? What do I stand to gain? You see, how would what are your policies, manifestos that would, of course, hold the people, that will make the people see of a truth following you is not a mistake.
What do you think Lagos needs from any government?
According to the Lagos state law, once you're a resident in Lagos for about 10 years or more,
What development do you think Lagos needs? Anyone coming to campaign and say I want to do this, what do you think Lagos needs as a state?
Lagos is an integral part of Nigeria. So whatever Nigeria, other parts are suffering, Lagos is also suffering it. And what Lagos need to do is to have a government that is interested in capacity building.
Yeah.
You see, capacity building in terms of human capacity and infrastructure. You see, the people occupying the seat of governance in Lagos have not done well for the youth. Eh? They have only succeeded in mortgaging the destinies and life of even the supposed indigene of Lagos. The only viable opportunity or job created for the teeming youths are thuggery, collecting of extortion of money from the motorists and all that. Check the population of people engaged in that. How will I describe it? You see, that's why when Ambode wanted to scrap off that arborology in Lagos State, they opposed him. He wanted to introduce a more modern system of transportation. But the powers that be, seeing that they have benefited much on this, would not allow that to surface. And Lagos needs capacity building. You can see in terms of Lagos don't even have road network. Compared to Kano, compared to Kaduna, Lagos has almost the smallest land mass in terms of land mass in Nigeria. You see, you can traverse the whole Lagos in less than 2 hours. You can traverse the whole Lagos in less than 2 hours, irrespective of wherever you are going from this urban. If there is no build up, traffic build up. So Lagos is just a small city surrounded by water. And yet, as small as Lagos is, they don't have a workable road network for crying loud. That's why you can see the level of traffic hold up.
Traffic jam.
You can spend 4 hours under traffic jam. You see, first Lagos State needs a structural design. Or they say they want to design a modern city, and you can see how that city is happening. You can see everywhere set up. Lagos should not be a place to be desired. You see, even being in Lagos, there is no sense of excellence. Even in the arrangement of, look at the commuters, look at how people are stranded, look at the level of Okada. You see, almost just take a look at the people riding Okadas within their 25, 35 years of age, would have been a very productive age. You see, why? Because they resorted to that just for self-sustenance. There's no other way. Lagos is just big for nothing. It is despite the enormous resources. Look at, you're talking for what is Lagos state government doing for Lagosians? You pay for the water bill, you pay for the electricity bill. The only thing you don't pay, if it is possible, they would have taxed us on that. So what is the Ministry of Water Corporation doing? You see, what are the in fact, all the money being extorted from the masses only ends up in the coffers of the, of course, you know them. You see, which is unfortunate. How can Lagos continue in this way? So it is not just about Lagos for Lagos. What is the ideology? What is the superior ideology that is driving that move?
Okay.
Are you telling us that you need a Lagos that will be, of course, all inclusive? A Lagos that you don't need to be a Lagosian before you can have access to any opportunity, equal opportunity for good jobs and all that. So we have to think beyond as local sentiments,
Okay.
because the world is almost the world have left Nigerian and almost Africa
Okay.
because of that stereotyped mentality.
We are looking at the removal of fuel subsidy. Labour has come out to say that there's a trust deficit in the removal. There's a trust deficit. There's corruption, and we don't really know there's no accountability. What do you say about that?
Okay, as you are Nigerian, right? Okay. Do you know how much of uh, barrels of oil that is being generated within Nigeria per day? Can you give a
I
statistics?
don't think the report is accurate.
You don't
The
think it's
report, but
accurate?
I don't think personally it's accurate.
I say, that is a fundamental issue. If you don't know how much crude oil is being uh, generated or produced per day, it means you are being subchanged as a Nigerian. Now that crude oil is about
Booming.
$90 per barrel. When it was 25, when it was 30, 40, Laila Mohammed is telling the world that the government of Buhari could not effectively carry out its financial obligation due to the barrels of oil have dropped to 40, 30,000, $30 per barrel. Now that is over $90 per barrel. Like Mohammed have gone to hiding. He will not come and tell the world now there is excess boom in the market. That everybody should now prepare to get, even though they give you 2 barrel, the money of 2 barrels. I think that will create some succor to you as a Nigerian you are. But ever since you become a Nigerian for over 3 decades now, have you enjoyed the oil money, Mr. Christian? Have any of your relatives enjoyed the oil money? Now that the oil is booming and they are still borrowing, you can see the rascality, you can see the impunity in the system. That this such impunity and cruelty will never stop. With this oil boom, the body is still, of course, looking for where to borrow money. That oil boom would have reflected on the masses, on the common masses. Okay, they would have said, okay, let us fix the electricity bill for all the citizens for 1 month because of that is oil boom. Okay, let's subsidize the foodstuffs and the other consumable commodities because that is oil boom as a way of course, saying thank you to the masses. You see, or as your statutory rights as a citizen, come to the office of the citizenry so that you can get some incentive or palliative in respect to the oil boom. And they are still crying. Most of the politicians in the past or at present owns at state of the art refineries overseas. It was reported that in the among the world best refineries, the 20 of the refineries are owned by Nigerians. Past presidents, past political and present political office holders. And yet, the country that gave them the opportunity to serve as president and governors are still suffocating. The country as big as Nigeria could not be proud of one functional refinery. Why those who served in various capacity, political offices, owns more than 4 uh, modern refineries that are functional. They started it in different parts of the world, generating and creating employment for those countries. While the teeming population of the youth are here hungry and hungered, very much energetic and looking for where to work to become meaningful to themselves and to the society. There is nowhere to be absorbed. You can imagine the level of, injustice meted on us. And you still want me to support those people to come back 2023. You still want me to still, of course, let's believe in time. That time will solve everything. Time will always solve what you, of course, the responsibility you take.
The actions
Your action will complement the action. So we are tired of this beggary life. We are tired of this subjected and subjugated to such system. I hope this thing is working. It's very unfortunate. So with this, you can see that Nigeria has no future. Very unfortunate, but that is the reality. Where you can boast of after 60 years of oil exploration, you cannot boast of one functional modular refineries, and you frustrated other merchants and the indigenous modular refineries, who would have revamped, of course, our local consumption and reduce the cost of this. How could you sell fuel? There's no reason why fuel should be more than 15 naira per liter in Nigeria, because we have the capacity and we have the ability to refine our local, what we consume locally. But they frustrated every effort to that effect so that they can be able to paddle the budget, inflate the cost of exportation, and of course see it as an avenue of looting the country to stupor. It's very unfortunate, and this system cannot be allowed to continue. I know you are comfortable with this system because Flip TV is doing you well, but for us, we are not comfortable. And like my brother Charles here is a graduate. We have graduates roaming about the streets, not meaningfully engaged, not because they don't want, not that because they lack the competence to deliver. But unfortunately, the system is very destructive.
Thank you very much,
But I know that they cannot stop us. I know my time is up, and you can follow me up in News Inquest TV. Chigozie Ndibo.
I have Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, they said
good morning, Mr. Christian.
You just hit a jackpot. He's saying you hit a jackpot.
At where? Where is the jackpot? If I hit a jackpot, maybe the way you are standing here, I would have done one or two things. Probably.
I need though.
That is exactly what I'm saying. The jackpot has been hit, I would have known what to do. My brother, sing by, I no get. The whole world could hear me, I no get.
Okay, now, what if you have an opportunity to go and carry a ballot box, to snatch ballot box? Will you join?
No. I
don't you want money?
Even if I want money, my brother, everybody have what we call a diplomatic way of training. The way you have been trained by your family. I know that each and every the essence of going to school, the essence of coming out from school, is just to impress. It's just to make sure that you put food on the table of your people. But that doesn't mean that going out there, that's the other way around, stealing ballot paper. I will not do that. I will not do that.
What of those that used to do? Army arrest 150 suspected political thugs going to Ekiti from Ibadan.
Because they choose to do that. Somebody like me, it's all about choice. Do you know that you will come out as a young man, your parents will give you that, what we call the home training. The home training that your parents give you doesn't mean that you have been trained enough. The best of advice one can take in life is the advice you give to yourself. Are you getting me? But as for me, and as I stand here, I can't do that. I can't go out and snatch ballot paper, ballot box of paper, anything, whatever you call it. It's never in my blood. I am not good at that. Even if I needed the money urgently, my brother, there are some certain things that one should be, as in, one can limit himself to. I cannot snatch the ballot box. I can't do that because it's not totally the final answer here is that it's not in my blood.
Okay. I on for subsidy removal, Labour has said one of the reasons why it's not going to parley with the federal government and agree is because there's a trust deficit.
That's corruption.
They
That's
don't really
corrupt-
trust the process.
the process. Yes, that's exactly because if you really trust it, you would have like I was it on Monday. I was saying something here. I said they are not even honest. They are not even truthful to their words. Every day you come out, you start telling people you want to remove subsidy. Tomorrow you find out that they don't want to remove subsidy. What? Why can't they stand in one word? Come out, tell the whole world this is what we want to do. Today, Buhari will come out and want to remove subsidy. Tomorrow he don't want to remove subsidy. You know, entirely, generally, you find out that they are not honest. There's corruption within what we call the cycle of whatever they are saying. You want to remove subsidy, why would you go ahead and remove it? Tomorrow, Buhari wants to remove subsidy. Next tomorrow, Buhari said the subsidy will not be removed. What exactly are you trying to preach? Exactly, there's a corruption going on in that system because a lot of things beyond. Okay, now Buhari entered. How much was fuel? Now, somebody was telling me that from now to June, the price of fuel is going to go from is it 1,000 naira or thereabout. Now, what exactly are we? What exactly is this young man preaching? That's corruption all over, all over. The system itself is being corrupt. Now, the Nigerian Labour Congress, right? That there's a deficit. That is a corruption they are talking about. It means that a lot of things they are doing, they find out that it will not be in favor to whatever they want to achieve. Definitely, they need to overrule and overturn whatever that will come within themselves for them to achieve whatever they want to, whatever goal or objective they want to get. But coming out now to tell the whole world that Buhari wants to remove the subsidy, tomorrow he don't want to remove the subsidy. What exactly are you telling us? It means that they are not straightforward with their words. Are you getting me? There's no straightforwardness. Anything about the government is just dead, just dead all about because when you come out and tell you see, that is why sometimes somebody will be clamoring for military regime. Like if you go to Guinea, they are on military regime. I remember before this Nations Cup starts, their president told them something that you should go and win the Nations Cup. If you do not win the Nations Cup, come back and give us our money. The money we have spent on you. It's not that he meant what he's saying. It's another diplomatic means of changing the players. And whether you like it or not, you can even applaud the Guinea's national team that they have tried. Are you getting me? But can such thing happen in Nigeria?
No, Buhari told Nigerians that they should play.
It was even his call that made them fail.
No, I don't think it was.
It was his call because, see, these people have been making it. They have been doing things in such a way that it's even impressive to the whole Nigerians all over the world. You went and start telling them that they should win the cup and come back and make Nigeria proud. What is your business? When they started the preparation, where were you? Do you know that? I'm deviating from your question now. Sorry. Do you know that 2019 World Cup? It was 2 months ago that their bonus was being paid. 2019 World Cup. It was 2 months ago. That was around November, December that their bonus was being paid. Where on earth in the Western world something like this could be done? My brother, the country, the regime, the government himself is full of what? Corruption.
Okay, let's look at compensation for NSAS victims. Is it enough?
Well, I don't think. Well, what we want to do?
Compensation,
at least, which they should take whatever they are given to them. Are you getting me? Because there's no how those people who have lost their life. There's no how you can give their parents or their family billions upon billions of naira that could be able to fill that vacuum in terms of losing the lost one, because it's not easy. When you lost a lost one, and someone is trying to give you 100 million naira, it's just like when something happened at Timo State. That was then when they were clearing Douglas away. A boy was killed. By then, that was Rocha's regime side time, and then when they shot the guy, when they I can't still remember. It was just a very small young guy like that. When they killed the guy, they came back. The government of Rochas of course came back and they compensated the family of that young man. Even not only compensating him, the boy is from Anambra State. They resided in Imo State. They built a statue. I was even opportunity to go to NCC, that's an international conference center at Imo State, and I saw the statue of the young man. But does that really give the parents the right to forget whatever they have passed through in terms of the pains, in terms of the loss they have lost, in terms of the life they have lost? You know, there's no amount of money that can quantify the level of human life that one has been taking. But what will someone do? You have no choice. So they should just take the money. Because even if we are living in a country...
How will the brutal killings by the police stop?
Well, the government itself knows what to do about it. They know how to. Yesterday,
Why has it not stopped?
I don't know for them, because yesterday I was listening over to the radio. I was on air yesterday. Somebody was saying, is it the commissioner? The general of police was saying that very soon they will start police recruitment. That was what he was saying, that you are not going to be recruited in any Nigerian force if you are found wanting. That they are going to go through their traditional leaders to find out if this person has a questionable character in their family. But that doesn't stop you. That doesn't stop a lot of them from doing what? Perpetrating their evils. A few days ago, about dismissed 6 policemen were caught in Ogun State here, Sangota. What were they doing? What they would do, they would block a very big van and they will collect money from the van. They will claim that they are still serving police officers. Now, you have a lot of processes, a lot of channels where government can put in place so that this brutality could be stopped. The government knows where and how to fight about it. You can't just tell me that somebody who is just employed, that is just under your territory, that you don't know how to go about fighting or putting in place whatever he wants to bring in terms of evil. You know where to run and where to do and what to do and how to put it in place. And all those things will be stopped. A lot of things should be put in place so that this brutality will be stopped, because the police are no more doing their work. They are no more doing their jobs. What they are after is just to stop an innocent car, collect money from the person. If you are not careful, they'll just shoot you. That's just what they are doing.
Lastly, what's your hope for 2023?
Well, I pray for the best. That is just
what's the best? What's the best?
What I'm praying for the best is that we are living in a country whereby anybody that is coming in as a president will come in as a saint. Buhari came in as the president of this country. He became a saint before he came in. And even I remember that was 2014, 2015. 2015, 2014. A lot of children, a lot of women that gave birth during that time were even naming their children Buhari. Are you getting me? Now, my hope, as in what I'm saying in essence, is this: we don't know who is coming. Anybody that is coming can even pretend that he's going to change Nigeria to Dubai, like this our young man is saying now, Mr. Tinubu, that he's going to change Nigeria to Dubai. Well, we don't know the heart of man. It's only God that knows the heart of man. They can come in as a saint, but at a point, they will just bring you down. At a point, you know not what you are doing. So what we are saying that I'm hoping for the best is just very simple as in what I need is God to direct anybody that He wants that will hear the cries and the crisis of the cry of the masses, because Nigeria are in pain. Nigeria are suffering.
Even though it's Hausa, even though it's Yoruba.
Well, I don't
Igbo,
have
anybody that
my brother. I don't put myself into that sentimental way. What we hope and what we hope for is a better presidency.
Anybody
can be a better person. Even in your family, do you know that? Even in your family, do you know that if your father gave birth to 6, you have a lot. If in your family, if your father gave birth to 5 children, do you know you have a rebellious child?
You have left and right.
You have left and right. Are you getting me? So we are talking about Biafra here. That know where the angle you are coming from. We are talking about Biafra. We are talking about as long as they knows what to put in place for this country to work in orderliness, togetherness. My brother, we are hoping, irrespective of whatever is coming from, I pray that God will give them the lasting solution to know that this is the problem the masses are suffering. This is the
Your
problem.
family, are you from the left or from the right?
I'm from the right.
Good morning, Oluwawan of Lagos.
How you doing? I'm a former citizen of the Federal Republic.
You're a big time.
Oluwawan.
You're a great guy. You're a big time.
I'm a senior man of the West Side because God is with us.
But you're
We live in
arguing
God.
that.
No, I'm telling him, see, it's automatically they can't come back. You can't rule 8 years. You are not only the one that hosts Nigeria now. Nigeria is 3 house. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. We want to rule 8 years. Another one rule 8 years. You are not telling me Hausa will not come back. It's under imagination. It can't come to pass.
It's not impossible.
It's impossible. Okay, let me tell you one thing. See now, the federal government have not come with another idea because they don't know that they not test the motion of Nigeria. They test the motion of Nigeria. They say Nigeria will be a disastrous nation if they should remove the subsidy. Now they don't bring a language. Now they say 3 trillion. They will use it to service that subsidy a year. That means throughout this year, nothing like removing subsidy. Because they don't want the anger of Nigeria to explode. Nigeria is angry. If they're angry to explode, everything will tear.
Everything will tear.
Everything will tear. They don't want anything to tear. Anything to tear, and it will fall on them. Where would they run to? When men verse, men go block airport, block border.
2 minutes.
It's a right from the time of John the Baptist. The kingdom of God's very violence, and the violence taken by force. Nigeria will take this situation one day by force. And then no, they now withdraw the language. I don't understand me.
You said it. That
I told you already that it's a zero talk. They should wait for the war. Now they now see the systematic of different people analysis. They now shift the base to the other side. This was a minister then talk on. This was saying a commissioner talk on. This was saying a president talk on. At the end of the day, they bury it under the carpet.
they talk yaga yaga.
Yaga, they are afraid because time is getting out of hand. One day they will eat the garlic that they sow.
So if you have a Fulani or Hausa president, Nigeria will destroy.
What I'm telling you, they actually see what they say. They say if they put that thing, remove that subsidy. Say the hardship of Nigeria.
President now.
The president.
No. Man can never be president.
No.
By mistake or by
there is no mistake there. Everybody is alive. It's 8 years. It's not acceptable language in the heart of the Tata, the last Tata in Nigeria. Say Buhari 8 years. Okay, another Hausa man 8 years. We want Nigeria to be crumble. Crumble now.
Somebody say
the rest.
Doesn't matter who comes.
No, that language is a story. We have people that will make Nigeria. We have people in the east, in the south, and in the west that can make Nigeria better than where we are today. So outside, they are not the only one that will inherit Nigeria. No, it's impossible.
But how can you win elections without involving the North?
See, no matter the situation, you must involve everywhere. But one side must be a president next election. You understand? That is the right thing. One side must be a president, not the North. So automatically, the parties and the cycle, they must bring somebody. And the North, if 0.5% they supported, but one person, either from the west or the south, must produce a next president.
Are you talking as a prophet?
I'm talking of the reality language. It's like something that you know that's black, and you know that it's black. Someone is trying to tell you that it's white. He's trying to imagine you to deceive your conscience, and it's black. It's black. It's black.
NLC is saying they don't trust this subsidy thing, that there's mago in it.
And let there be mago. What we know that we have been hearing that language since yesterday to today. The language that Nigeria got a relief now is that they say it should stay. Because increasement of where we increase the audio wala of Nigeria, we double the wala. Times 10. So now let the wala be stable first, and let us find the solution to the wala, not to increase the wala. Are you getting me?
You know that they will still remove this subsidy.
That one is one. This year now is a year of political decision. Yes, maybe next year we'll be looking for election. See, they will shift it. Then the next president that is coming is going to be a God-hearted president. It will dismantle all the story. All this house propaganda, their story. Who is gaining from the oil subsidy? Who is how many liters are we importing a day? So the story is just story that they keep secret to themselves. They are making billions of dollars, eating our money anyhow, and they will go for it one day. And now is the day.
They will go for it.
They must go for it. They can't escape the penalty.
150 suspected political thugs going to Ekiti from Ibadan.
Amen.
They want to snatch ballots.
It's possible because it's because now it's election. But anybody that want to go and do anything evil will face the evil. You understand? Snatching your ballot box is evil. It's evil. When another person is doing the right thing as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you are there waiting to snatch the ballot and run away with it.
They are being sponsored by.
They are being sponsored, and they will face their warrant. They will face that one, and nothing goes up that will not come down. Now that one is reality.
I was thinking the guys on the street that they are.
No.
Different guys.
No. See, let me tell you one thing. Now, for example, now we are all here now. Somebody can come here now and spy one of us to one corner and say, okay, see what is going to happen now. Let's go and strike somewhere there now. I'll give each person 50,000. Inside, let's say 15 of us or 10 of us here. Maybe 8 you say, we won't go. Maybe 2 or 3 say, let's go. It's a decision of the mind. You decide what you would do. Not everybody have the same decision. There's A and B and C and W, X, Y, Z.
Yes, man.
So choose the motherfucking who you will serve now. It's either you go and snatch something, they fire you for back, you die, or you go there, but you choose one, either the right or the wrong. But I would prefer the right.
Okay, compensation, is it enough just for this NSAS victim? Is compensation enough only?
What can you do? You can't resurrect the dead person now. The only necessary thing is to compensate the soul and the family.
And let the killing stop.
The killing will stop. And it already stopped. Because they can't let that place come back anymore. Because they say, I've seen Nigeria. Nigeria have never witnessed this type of situation before now. When the whole Nigeria was locked down, the security locked down, army, police, everybody were inside the house. Boys outside where the youth were, boys were angry. Now they have succeeded. Harassment of police have stopped. You can't see anybody searching you anymore on the street, putting you inside the Kurukwa, carrying to another side. It's stopped. Because they have seen.
Happening, though?
No, it's not happening. Even though it has me, I don't believe. Maybe it's. I don't think so. Don't think so. Okay. Everybody's walking the down street free now. The boys are enjoying their cars. Everybody enjoy it. Before they will chase you to one corner, harass you, and defraud you. But now everybody's afraid. Everybody's looking back and front. Who is looking? Because everybody now have satellite eye to watch. So things have changed dramatically because of that sacrifice. Because there must be sacrifice. There was a sacrifice in Togate. So it stopped it finally.
Someone should ask you, who is your preferred candidate
for the presidency?
Yes. Someone should ask you personally.
You should ask me personally, who is my preferred candidate?
Who is Oluwa one?
Me, I'm Oluwa one. My preferred candidate never come outside. This is just the game plan. They are just planning. Some people are just trying to draw some faces. And some people are just coming different faces. There are many. Let us see. Before I will talk, there will be time. We have some inspiration of the spiritual realm that will see people that will know that they can occupy the seat. Not now. Now it's just like a debate or like a story competition. This one can come. At the end of the day, they will drop all of them. You will see on no face we just emerge as a 3 or 4.
You're talking as a spiritual man.
I'm a spiritual man, but I'm not a spiritual man. I'm going to tell you what will happen this year, and it came to pass. Because we see. When you see what is happening, you know what will come to pass. Because you are already.
I'm feeling you.
Of God.
So all these ones coming out, they are making noise. The real people are still coming.
The real people are still coming. I see all of them. Everybody go there and say, Baba, I want to contest. The real people will never beg Baba. The real people they will be divine. And they will have the heart of Nigeria. All those who don't have the heart of Nigeria. All those who have been there, what did they do? They have mansion all over the world. Are they coming back? Imagine now, they have dollars anyhow in their bedroom, their cities. They have millions of trillions of pounds standing. So are they coming back to what? To come and steal more? No, it's not possible. They have to go back and sleep. I forgot about the story of speaking, coming to him from one seat. No, that is not our portion.
Okay, I trust Oluwa. Any advice for the youth?
Let the youth keep on strongly and keep on doing what is right.
What is right?
What is right? Everybody know what is right. Don't do what is wrong. Do what is right. And do what the law of the land said. Do the right thing and you will see the right thing. And God will add to your effort and you double your progression.
Thank you very much. Oluwa one. Next, I believe next governor of Lagos State, Oluwa one, has spoken this morning. Thank you very much for being part of the program. I have Mr. Raphael this morning. Let me my phone. Reps probe unclaimed trillions of naira in commercial banks. Reps to probe unclaimed trillions of naira in commercial banks. Morning, Mr. Rap.
Good morning.
I don't know if you listen to Oluwa one.
Oluwa was speaking well. Oluwa was talking everybody's mind because next election is the thing is going to be the thing of the mind. You know, you should know whom to cast your vote for. Whom to cast your vote for matters. Shall understand? Then subsidy they are talking about. Oluwa said they are getting from it. Shall understand? They are getting from it because it is the same oil marketers that want subsidy to come. They made money in abroad. After they refine the oil in abroad, they come to Nigeria and sell to the federal government huge amount of money. They will calculate all the expenses incurred in abroad and heap it upon federal government head. Federal government will now pay them. They are making big money out of subsidy. That's the meaning of subsidy. Refine outside, bring back to Nigeria and sell to us. That's the meaning of subsidy. And you know it will be very expensive to refine crude oil outside Nigeria and bring it. Think about the vessels taking it outside Nigeria to abroad and same vessel taking it back. Is it not huge expenses in dollars? So when they come now, they sell any amount they like. And federal government is prepared to pay trillions. If you see the amount of money, when we were discussing oil subsidy in 2019, I think, yeah, 2018-17, what happened then? It sparks like fire because they want the argument again. Something that you abandoned on, you kicked it, you kicked against it. Now you are trying to invite it again to Nigerians. I don't think we are supposed to be dwelling on our past. We're supposed to leave our past and make a new decision to move Nigeria ahead. That is what they should be doing there. But they always blame past government. The past government, they are the cause of this trouble. The past government, they wasted a lot of resources. Who are the champions and the stakeholders of the past government? Is it not the same present government consulted all of them? This government is consulted
By all of them.
all of them. It encompasses both present and the past. Disgruntled politicians. Adedeji, are you listening? If you can come here to Nigeria and proffer solution to us on the way forward, we should allow you to speak on oil subsidy to know if what you're saying is right or wrong. Adedeji, I'm talking to you. Jarek, I've not been seeing you online since you have run away because you are tired. It's time 2 Naija and 4 Naija has disappeared. I don't hide truth. I always tell you exactly how it is. I'm not attacking anybody. Adedeji, he always speaks and talks rubbish there. You criticize people that are reviewing news dailies, in Nigerian news dailies, and you have the guts to live there. Why not coming from abroad and live with us and live among us here so that you can come and discuss Nigeria as well? Oil subsidy is hurting us. It's hurting. It's so hurtful to the economy. You understand, both within and without. So you are invited to Nigeria. Come and join the club of supermen. Let us know if you could hold this, if you could have the impetus to survive this excruciating situation.
Governors are saying that so many untruths in this subsidy thing. Yes, I think so many malpractices.
So many malpractices. They have not seen anything wrong in security votes. Over how many millions of naira per month has been posted, always been posted to state governors to tackle internal securities within states, their
Some are
states.
having like 400 million, 500 million every month.
Thank you. Every month, they are not saying, and there's so much untruth in or on how the money has been expended in each state. They have been spending the money wrongly. They have not seen it. They are now looking at oil marketers who are shipping our crude oil abroad and refine it and bring to us, and what? And made a hell of money on our heads. The governor is now looking at them. So if federal government would like now, they should like it now. They should give the oil license or allotee to the governors to ship allocation, oil allocation. The whole governors should be allottees, all of them, so that they should be taking crude oil outside. Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria is not. Nigeria is a shameless country. Ordinary Cote d'Ivoire to refine for the governors, each and every governors, and bring it back, so that the whole money will be going to the pocket of who? Lagos State Governor Sanwo-Olu. Obiano will pocketing his own. Wike, Fayemi of Ekiti, and Oyetola of Ochun State, they will be pocketing the oil subsidy money, the gains. They are eyeing that money. Are they not selfish and stubborn? They are stubborn goats, very greedy fools. Governors have been eating and eating the money that is meant for internal security of each state every month. 500 million security votes. They don't want us to discuss it because we are talking about oil subsidy. They are not eyeing those allottees. Do you understand? Responsible for doing that. They want the money to come to them.
I'm saying the governors are not saints.
The governors are not sent. The governors can never be sent. Governors of the whole state of the federation are not sent. They are thieves. What are you talking about? They look Ole, Angole, Ndochi, Barawo, all of them. They're not looking at allottees, people with license to lift oil in Nigeria. Do you understand? To the extent of shipping oil, our crude oil to abroad, refine it and bring it back to us and start feasting on our heads. Okay. I didn't understand. So if they remove subsidy again, they should prepare for the onslaught, because the TUC, Trade Union Congress, Nigerian Labour Congress, Electrical Precision Guinea Perewu, factory workers, they are going to take on with federal government. They will know that we are not here to watch the sun, the moon, the star. We are here.
Oluwa said that if they remove subsidy, Nigerians will pounce on them.
That is the same thing I'm talking about. Nigerians will pounce on them. Oluwa made sense. Yes. If they do that, Nigeria will collapse. The economy, the remaining scraps, the remaining skeleton left of Nigerian economy will turn to ashes. Are you listening to communities.
So you should not vie for the post of presidency.
So no, we can never win his word.
Okay.
He can never win his word in Imo State. We want a president that should come from Southeast. That is the only situation now. I support the Yoruba group that are campaigning for Southeast presidency. They said that should be the only solution. I think, understand, I support them. They are not the only one. There are many in the MBF, among the MBF, Middle Belt Forum,
okay,
that are campaigning for the Igbos, even the real Hausas. Let me tell you, if Atiku could contest with Buhari, I think, understand, that was 2019. It was Atiku Buhari. Who is Buhari? Where does he come from? Is he claiming Igbo or Hausa? Buhari is a Fulani, 100 pure Fulani man. Very chameleonic. He can change. He can become black tomorrow. He can be fat next tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let me tell you, he contested with Atiku. Atiku is a Fulani man, two of them. So what we are going to have in Nigeria today is Igbo man versus Igbo man. APC choose on it to Igbo. PDP choose on it to Igbo. Anybody that doesn't like it should go and hug transformer. Igbo man is not exempted from being a president in Nigeria. We have same right Hausa has. We have same right Fulani has. Let me talk in 1999, Obasanjo versus Olufalaye. Anambra State gave him 2.something million. Imo gave Obasanjo 3 million. We are federal people. We are not jealous of anybody. Okay. So if they zone it, Igbo, people should go and vote them. These are the people that will repair Nigeria. Forget about the amount we owe here. We are owing trillions. Igbo man will pay that money and repair Nigeria. Okay. Igbo man can manage Nigeria like his business entity. We are professional on entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raf. We've come to the end of Bisons and Newsstands. I'm Christian Chuku. Thank you for watching. A big thank you to those behind the camera. I have Mr. Daniel, I have Mr. Femi, I have Mr. Lekan. Thank you very much for the program. And also to you viewers, thank you for being part of the program. Till tomorrow as we meet on another edition by God's grace. I'm Christian Chuku. Bye for now.